Hi guys, I was tagged by Crystal, who is Mrs. Fayed 1979, to do a Halloween tag. So happy early Halloween to people. I'm gonna try to do this tag fairly quickly. There's so much happening this week. My daughter's birthday party is happening, so let's get to it. So there are 12 questions, and the first question is favorite Halloween movie. I had talked about this in my fall fun tag, and I would have to say my favorite Halloween movie would be The Ring, just because it's one of those few movies that actually scared me, and it has very strong, stark imagery, and it uses music pretty well. The Shining is also a movie that uses music and direction really well, very scary and psychologically thrilling. And Halloween, the original Halloween in particular, also scares me because, again, the music, and it's that old 70s feel. There's something about old movies that are supposed to be scary movies that, if you look at them from a distance, they're kind of funny because of the acting and the directing and the props and things, but sometimes they're just genius the way they do it, and very simple kinds of things like using a mask that doesn't move. By the way, did you know that the mask from Halloween was fashioned after William Shatner's face? I think that's true. I'm not exactly sure, but what age did you stop trick-or-treating? That would be probably around 10 years old. I was one of those girls that thought I was too cool for it because since younger siblings did it, it was for little kids, and so, I was too cool for school. But I will say that I am okay with high schoolers coming to our place for trick-or-treating. If they put effort into a costume, and sometimes these costumes are pretty genius, the ones that the high schoolers come up with, I think that's pretty awesome. So I will totally give them candy. If they come in and they're like wearing jeans and a t-shirt or something, and all they have is a bag, then I'll give them like the yucky candy. So a favorite Halloween costume you've worn? I would have to say I had a costume a while ago that was kind of like a witch Elvira costume. I didn't do the whole boobs thing, like they do in the movie, but it just made me feel very pretty and very sexy, and it's just very smooth black material, so that's why I liked it. Number 4, what are you going to be this year? I had mentioned in my fall fun tag that I'm going to be Fufa no, my daughter's going to be Fufa. I'm going to be Broby from Yo Gabba Gabba, and he's just this silly green character with like 3 horns. It's so super silly, but it's for my daughter. Number 5, do you like going to haunted attractions? Not as much anymore. I like doing fall stuff like corn mazes and cider mills and apple orchards, that kind of thing. Haunted stuff, like I said in my video that I had done, I don't really find them that scary. So they're more silly, more so. And I suppose, if I were to go out with a few girlfriends and we were just to be with the season and do something that was Halloween-ish, that we would do it, just for silly fun, maybe. And, but not really to get scared. We live in an area where supposedly it's the haunted part of town. And I didn't know this until I worked with somebody who used to work at the area historical museum, and she said, "Oh, you live there? That's the haunted part of, our city." And she told me all about it, and I did a stupid thing, and I drove to the area where it was supposed to be the most haunted, and supposedly you could see a white ghost in your rearview mirror. Yeah, I think I might have seen something, or I just might have, been trying to scare myself, but yeah, I'm not going to go there anymore. Number 6, vampires or werewolves? I would have to say vampires, although werewolves, there's a special place in my heart for Alcide from True Blood because he's like my number one. You know, my husband and I, we have like the top 3 or 5 celebrities that we are okay with each other saying, oh, they're hot or they're smoking hot, whatever. Joe Manganiello, I don't know. He's so super hot. And when I saw him on a panel on Talking Dead, commenting on The Walking Dead, and that he reads the books, and then he actually had something very smart to say versus some of the other guests they have on that show, I was like, ugh. So, you know, he's a nerd, kind of like me, and he's so super hot, not like me, but yeah, so that I like werewolves in that way. But vampires, I, in high school, had played a vampire in our Bram Stoker's Dracula. I played Lucy, and Lucy is that person that gets bitten, she turns into a vampire, and then she like eats children, and then they end up having to stake her. Yeah, that was me. Weird, right? You wouldn't guess that, I'll bet. Number 7, favorite Halloween candy. I would have to say it's a toss-up between those fun size Snickers bars, or Red Vines. But Red Vines aren't really a Halloween candy. So, yeah, I used to really like candy corn, but I find that after eating a few, I'm already like, ooh, it's so sweet that it kind of burns a little bit, so I can't have a lot of that. Number 8, do you decorate your house? Just a little bit. Now it's more just simple pumpkins and touches here and there. I haven't gone overboard yet, simply because we might be moving soon, so I'm not exactly sure what we'll need, and I'd like to get my daughter involved in the decorating eventually. So she started a little bit. I'll see if I can show you with the window decals that the Dollar Tree has. I hope some of that is in the shot. And, you know, I also got some Thanksgiving ones that we'll do in a few weeks. And then actually, I think I already have some Christmas ones from last year. So, you know, I'd like to get her involved in that and start to buy stuff. And, you know, maybe eventually make a little Halloween village, you know, like we do for Christmas villages. And, you know, that sort of thing. 9, least favorite costume of myself. I don't really have one. But with other people, like I hate gross stuff that is just unnecessary, like dressing up as a used tampon. Yeah, I've seen people do that. Or like stuff that's just nasty. But I'm okay with other gory stuff like zombies or whatever. So have you ever repeated a costume? And what was it? Probably a witch or a gypsy when I was younger. Number 11, do you believe in ghosts? I absolutely do. I believe that there are ghosts that have good intentions and that have bad intentions, that are benevolent and malevolent. So that's all I'm going to say about that, because that's how much I believe that they exist. Okay, and last question is scariest Halloween memory or moment. Gosh, I don't really have one. Like I said, I kind of think the haunted attractions, when they do haunted houses, are usually kind of silly, you know? But I would have to say there are moments that I would freak myself while watching movies on Halloween. So, like, you know, with watching The Ring, if you watch the video, you're supposed to die. So since you watch the video in the movie, you know, it's like, ooh, you know, that's kind of scary. But another thing is, like the movie Paranormal Activity, I can't look at that, you know, on Netflix, how they have the picture of the movie, you know, the title picture that you can click on and then they'll play the movie. So, and it has the title in the picture, and it shows usually a shot from the movie. So for the Paranormal Activity movies, like 1, 2, 3, 4, I cannot look at that. Like, I can't, every time I see that come up as a suggestion for me to watch, I gotta scroll past it or just intentionally look elsewhere. I don't know, that movie freaked me out, you know, just the idea of shadows and presences that leave their mark behind. And if you hadn't have thought of that, you might have just thought, oh, that was just an odd thing. Yeah, I find that very scary. Yeah, so that is it for this tag. I tag, oh, she's already been tagged. I double tag Letty Bunny. She is like the queen of Halloween. Like, she's a person that loves Halloween so much. So I would be interested to see what she has to say to some of these questions. And if you have any favorites from Halloween, let me know. Are you dressing up? Are you passing out candy? I don't know how to do this because I want to pass out candy, but we're going to take my daughter out trick-or-treating for the first time. But we want to be together, my husband and I. Like, we want to see the whole trick-or-treating thing and how that goes. She's probably not even going to say the words. How do we do that and then still pass out candy? Because it's just, you know, we don't have anybody to do that. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just hit up a few houses early and then come home. Parents, others, tell me how you do that. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. Do this tag if you're interested, and take care. Happy Halloween.